Cirque du Soleil has returned to Seoul, but they're not the only such act in the nation. There's also a circus troupe in South Korea that has been performing for nearly a century. Shi-hoo turns the spotlight to these devoted stars.
Scorching fire spins at the hands of a man testing his own limits. Trapeze artists fly and spin in the air, defying gravity. The scenes are part of a show by Cirque du Soleil, or the Circus of the Sun, that has returned to Seoul after a hiatus due to the pandemic. This year, the Canada-based troupe is performing Alegria in a new light, an all-time classic reimagined for the new generation since its first performance in 1994. It tells the story of a power struggle after a kingdom has lost its king and unfolds an immersive experience with its surreal soundtrack, acrobatics, and sets.
Our objective is to touch everybody. What I would like everybody to feel is joy. And joy for me is a much deeper feeling than happiness.
Cirque du Soleil might be famous worldwide, but South Korea has its very own circus troupe originating from and performing around the country. Continuing the tradition is Dongchoon Circus, the last remaining circus troupe in South Korea.
Welcome to Dongchoon Circus, where performers swing from the air and walk on giant turning wheels blindfolded. The first in the country, the circus was founded in 1925 during the Japanese colonization of Korea. Led by its founder Park Dong-soo, who also went by the name of Dongchoon, the troupe started with 30 original members. And for nearly a century, the troupe has been performing every year without a break. It traveled to wherever there were audiences, to cities and towns across South Korea. At the height of its popularity, the circus had as many as 300 members.
When we traveled to towns to perform at the peak of the circus's popularity from around 1965 to 1990, the entire town was in festival mode. The townspeople told everyone that the circus had come to town. It was the only form of entertainment when TVs and dramas weren't as available.
In 2011, the team built its own performance hall on Daebu-do Island, an hour's drive from Seoul. There, they put on multiple shows a day and welcome around 12 to 15,000 guests a year.
It was my first time watching, so I didn't know what it was going to be like, but it was great. The kids also found it fun.
The leader of the troupe says that there's something special about the circus.
When I watched the audience from backstage, people just seemed so happy. People of all generations, and also those from other countries, are enjoying it because the circus is beyond language and there is no trickery.
Regardless of size and scale, there is no doubt the circus brings joy to those watching one juggle and turn at a time. Shi-hoo, Arirang News.